Mr. Saugata Roy, a former Director General of Police, citing administrative rules to say that the opinion of the central government is what prevails in such cases. The Trinamool seems to be creating a constitutional breakdown of sorts.
No, I think that this police officer who just spoke is reputed to be close to the BJP. So I see his opinion as colored. Let me again repeat, what is the process for IPS officers? After they are selected, they are assigned a state cadre. After they go to a state cadre, then their services are under the control of the state government. And if the center has to take anybody on deputation, then center asks for names. The center can't arbitrarily ask for such and such officer to be released and sent to center. So what the center is doing is a colorable exercise of power in an expansionist mode. We totally object to this, and this will be the test for center-state relation. Law and order is essentially.
But Professor Roy, you're calling Vikram Singh a BJP stooge. I just want to tell you, sir, that when the Hathras incident happened, the same gentleman was in our show.
I didn't use the word stooge, close to.
You're saying close to, but he was on the show and he was very upset with what was happening in Uttar Pradesh at that time. So I have seen him on our shows take completely contrarian positions against the BJP at the state and at the center as well. I just want to quote to you, sir, what the rules say. This is Rule 6.1 of the Indian Police Service. Yes?
All India Services Officers Rule.
So Indian Police Service Cadre Rules 1954 says in case of disagreement, the matter shall be decided by the central government, and the state government or state government's concern shall give effect to the decision of the central government. The rule seems pretty clear, sir.
No, it's not so clear. Let's go to court on this and let the court opine. The similar case happened in the case of Jayalalitha in
that was in July 2001. That was in July 2001 when the central government, then led by Atal Bihari Vajpayee, asked the Tamil Nadu government to repatriate 3 IPS officers on central deputation. That time the government was of J. Jayalalitha. The Chennai Police Commissioner K. Muthukurupan, Joint Commissioner S. George, Deputy Commissioner Christopher Nelson were involved in the June 30, 2001 raid on DMK Chief Karunanidhi. At that time, Jayalalitha refused to spare the officers and had written to other chief ministers about the disturbing trend in the management of state cadres of the All India services, and she didn't send them back either. So there is one past precedent, Vikram Singh, where a chief minister, equally powerful woman chief minister at that, took a similar position.
Indeed, Rahulji, but one of them went to the cat and got a of the central government. And to Professor Roy, I would say with the greatest of respect, sir, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. You choose to see what you want to see. Yes. And the fact of the matter is, don't presume that I am a coward. If I want to join a party, I shall join the party with you, without you, and in spite of you. I do not require any propelling. But I feel that as an independent citizen, I can do whatever I can without being propped up. And of course, I have a right to have my own opinion with the greatest of respect. Once again, sir, with the greatest of respect, that the law is very clear. But if you choose to be obstinate, and if you choose to be obstinate, stubborn, and go beyond the, let it be colored, let it be any color of the chameleon. But at least it is not illegal, as in your case, that you take a stand that is absolutely illegal and go and get a scrutiny from the court of law and see what happens.
So in that past case which I just cited,
2001 Jayalalitha prevailed, 2020 Mamata will prevail.
Well, no. Supreme Court has really taken a call.
Archana Ramsundaram had to come to Delhi, sir. Don't forget Archana Ramsundaram in 2014 August. She had to come to Delhi, sir. Every day is not Sunday.
And the reasons differ. Recalling somebody for actually conducting a raid and perhaps not following the rules for a Z category protectee. There was no pilot car given to him. There was no bulletproof car given to a Z category protectee like Mr. Nadda, who himself has been a former Union Health Minister. The reasons differ. The CAT order, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Rahul, was never actually appealed in the Honorable Supreme Court. For that matter, there are an innumerable number of examples. And I can actually cite a very recent example only last year in March, April, May 2019, wherein Mr. Abhishek Banerjee's wife was actually stopped by customs, and your government came out with a notice and an order that no VVIP will have to go through customs and excise checking. I believe, sir, you've been a long-term member of parliament. You do understand the constitution very well. Now, please tell me, is that not actually the state becoming an obstacle to central exercise of power? Because exercise of power, excise and customs is a central, and in the federal structure, that itself can become a reason to actually go on and call out one of the emergency sections. Of course, the government didn't do it. But when the state becomes an obstacle to a central functioning of excise and customs check, we all know what happened last year. For that matter, even
let him respond.
State government.
Professor Roy.
One more thing. When your state government, just one more point.
Ma'am, I'm very happy to see.
The CBI officials, just because your chief minister was sitting in protest along with Mr. Rajiv Kumar, who has been asked by the government, the courts to face the law. I mean, how fair was that? I mean, I'm sorry to say, West Bengal is not a
so you've spoken, Nupur. Now listen to Professor Roy. Dada.
Now, I'm very happy to see this young lady. I haven't had the opportunity to meet her earlier, that she is following the party line of throwing muck on young MP Abhishek Banerjee every time they get an opportunity. Why, while discussing the transfer of IPS officers, she must bring in Abhishek Banerjee's name unless it's the party line handed over to her before this show? I do not know. But I'm saying again and again that let the center not interfere with the limits of the state's powers. Otherwise, this federal structure will collapse. Of course, that's what Mr. Modi and Amit Shah want. They want one country, one party, one language, one religion. So it's part of that attitude that the BJP has at the center that this is happening. I'm again saying this cannot happen. This cannot happen as it did not happen in Jayalalitha's case. It should not happen now. The center, just because some officers were there on Mr. Nadda's route, Mr. Nadda was given a bulletproof car, and he says that the bulletproof car saved him. Now even Kailash Vijayvargiya has been given a bulletproof car, though he is neither MLA nor MP nor anything anywhere. And I know in our state about 100 BJP 2-ana, 4-ana leaders have been given central security. You are misusing the center's power to just strengthen your party.
Okay, I'm running out of time. Nupur Sharma, quick final words.
Yes, please.
Kisans around Delhi do not obey you.
Please,
do not listen to Amit Shah. People in Bengal will not listen to you.
Sir, I do hope I can actually meet you. I also happen to be a lawyer practicing. That's why, you know, the fact that you sounded so defensive about Mr. Banerjee, the point wasn't about Mr. Banerjee. The point was about the state trying to become and create obstacles in the central's power.
I called him
I'm sorry, sir. There have been precedents of Calcutta police detaining CBI who've gone just to do their jobs. There have been precedents of your Calcutta police trying to coerce the customs and excise officials at the Calcutta International Airport from not actually checking Mr. Banerjee's file.
Okay, so we're out of time on this broadcast. I have time only for one final question to Jayant.